Welcome back, Truth Seeker. Yesterday, November 18th, 2025, the 322nd day of the year, LeBron James made his season debut. And as I said at the beginning of the season, no doubt they were just holding him out for the perfect ritual. And yesterday, before the game was played, it was speculative if LeBron would play. Our community came to the consensus, yeah, he's going to play, and the Lakers are going to become 11-4 for the year and 4-2 at home, 42 days before his birthday, for the latest ritual with LeBron and these exact numbers that we've talked about a bazillion times in his career. If you don't know, LeBron's first ever career game, the man they call King James, was against the Kings, and he played 42 minutes. Of course, he is the son of Nate Thurmond, who wore 42 for the Warriors and Cavs. Remember, Nate Thurmond was born in Akron, Ohio, just like LeBron and Curry, who played each other in 4 straight finals. The first time they met, before that finals ever happened, I told you why it was going to be LeBron versus Curry when LeBron had his season high of 42, 98 days before game 1 of the finals that went to overtime, 98-98. But anyway, yes, the Lakers became 11-4 and 4-2 at home. Just like in Gematria, LeBron James equals 114 when you take the alphabetic order. A is 1 up to Z is 26. And, of course, his name equals 42 when you do the same thing, the alphabetic order, but with numerology applied to each letter. So if you're new here, LeBron, the first letter is L, the 12th letter. 12 plus 5 for E plus 2 for B plus 18 for R and so on. LeBron James is 114, but when you apply numerology to each letter, it's 42. So L, instead of being 12, would be 1 plus 2 is 3. So L's 3, E still 5, B still 2, R, the 18th letter, becomes 1 plus 8 is 9. Just make each letter a single-digit number. Then you add the word LeBron James 42. Of course, number stamped all over Black history. And something we were real specific about last night was the Lakers to win by 14. They were a 12.5-point favorite. We thought there was a very good chance they'd win by 14. Why? Because Utah equals 14, so does LA. Big-time number, very repetitive pattern. And we won't even get into the Jazz falling to 5-9. Of course, they love to pair 59 with 42, as we've also talked about a million times. But yeah, also, one other thing. The Jazz scoring 126 points. Might remind you of Kobe, who died on 126, who played his last career game against the Utah Jazz. The first high school player in history was drafted by the Utah Stars. That was Moses Malone, who died 213 days before Kobe played his last game in the 213 area code. And, yeah, Skull and Bones, old 322. What a ritual on the 322nd day of the year. But, yeah, from scripted Jeffrey Epstein news. Remember, Jeffrey Edward Epstein, 322. He was the dominant news story on the 322nd day of the year, as all but one member of the House voted to pass the release of the Epstein files. So it doesn't matter if you're watching the news, the sports game. You learn this code of ABC123. You see how it's all one big Kabbalistic puppet show day after day. Again, this whole thing of letters and numbers comes from Kabbalah. Freemasonry is based in Kabbalah. All the American sports are credited to Freemasons. The nation's capital is known as the Masonic City. There's a reason they do this every day. Again, the Masons quote is all is number. All. A-L-L. So, yeah, LeBron's back 42 days before his birthday. Go figure. And keep in mind, this ritual synced with his 41st birthday. Of course, Kobe Bryant equals 41, who died at 41, who played his last game against Utah and died on 126. Anyway, we'll leave it there for now, True Seeker. Thanks again to everyone who hits the like and the share. When one of these videos gets a decent amount of views and likes, I'll be inspired to do a live stream again. But as long as the views stay as horrible as they are, I figure, what's the point? Till next time.